It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so we're back to talk about Erika, Jayne, and everything that's going on. We've been giving you guys updates the whole time, and I've even asked you guys in a poll, should I continue to give you the updates? And you guys have had ample opportunity to let me know, and it seems like 85% said yes. So we're back to talk about Erika, Jayne, Erika Girardi, and what's going on with her court cases. Apparently, Ronald Richards was going after her, telling us through social media that she is not willing to fully cooperate in any way possible when it comes to handing over her financial documents. Well, it's really not her choice anymore. And now what her defense team is saying is that she is fully willing to cooperate and she is going to hand over to the court financial documents that are in regards to her company, EJ Global, Pretty Mess Inc., and any other affiliated companies. Now, I don't want to just put words out there. This is what's being said. After being accused of not willing to cooperate or hand over any financial documents, apparently they're saying that Erika Girardi has changed her tune and now she's fully willing to cooperate and hand over anything possible. Technically, guys, this isn't even up to Erika Girardi because in June, the court ordered her to hand over all of the financial documents that, you know, have anything to do with her companies, or anything that has or is affiliated with Erika and Tom Girardi that she may have access to. Now, she has to hand over those documents by the end of July. So again, even though they're saying that she's fully willing to cooperate, she kind of has to at this point. Hold on, wait, there's more. The trustees have completely they're going after all of their assets. They're liquidating the home, the $13.5 million Pasadena mansion that is now for sale for $11 million, and also their planes, which actually didn't belong to them in the first place, which we found out, and now they're saying Erika Girardi is embarrassed by it. It seems like it's one thing after another, but now that all of this is being liquidated, apparently Ronald Richards and the rest of the court, whoever's involved in prosecuting or trying to get the assets back, are not just done here. They want access to how much money she spent on her clothes, how much money she spent on her jewelry. They want to know what she spent on the Range Rover, how she even bought the Range Rover, and how is she paying for her new home. So there has been speculation as to whether or not that home was paid for before she ever moved into it, but that's still up in the air. That is just complete speculation. There's no facts that we have yet, and I'm sure that'll play out in the court. Now, we do know, because it's been said already, that the week of July 19th, it's going to be her accountant/manager who's called into court, also her landlord, and her divorce attorney. So all three of these people will be called into court, and they have to hand over anything in regards to Erika, meaning if it's her Real Housewives of Beverly Hills contract, if it's the way that she pays her bills, if it's her statement for her checking or savings account. All of it has to come to light, because they're saying, well, other attorneys are saying that this will be a way for the government to track any sort of funds that have been moved around. They're still accusing Erika Girardi of a sham divorce, to which she says this is not a sham divorce. She's finally had it with her husband, and her husband, you know, kind of the way that she's painting it out on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, belittled her, put her off to the side, didn't care what she had to say, didn't really let her have an opinion. And they kind of made it seem, or she kind of made it seem, like she was just a puppet that was brought around to all of these events. And she really just had to keep her mouth shut, because she should have been happy enough to know that her and her son were taken care of by Tom Girardi. So she really, from how it's painted out, again, wasn't allowed to speak up. She was just there to collect whatever gifts were given to her. She was afforded this lavish lifestyle. And from that, she should have just been thankful. And, well, that's not the case anymore, because now Erika Girardi doesn't have any right to be quiet at this point. Now she's sort of fighting for her life and her money and her assets. Again, she is being accused of receiving over $20 million in loans from Girardi Keese, money that they're saying didn't belong to Erika in the first place. They're saying that this money belonged to the victims, the creditors, the debtors, everyone who Tom Girardi was allegedly supposed to pay off. And of course, we know that they're accusing him of alleged embezzlement. So since Erika Girardi is willing to cooperate at this point, her defense team is asking one thing. The one thing is that once they hand over all of these documents to the court, they're asking, please don't make these documents public. I don't know if that's necessarily Erika's choice or her defense team's choice, but the court will decide whether or not this information is leaked out there and if she even deserves the right to any anonymity. If she is allowed to keep this quiet, if they're going to even cooperate in the sense of just making sure nobody knows what's going on behind the scenes. She's built this whole persona on it's expensive to be me, $40,000 a month in glam, driving Ferraris, Lamborghinis, whatever other cars she had, riding in private jets. She's built a whole persona off of this. So now she's just asking, please don't leak this information out, or at least the defense team is, when it's in regards to her financial records. I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen, but that's one question I want to ask you guys. I don't want to just give you all of my opinions, but what do you guys think about this? Do you think that Erika Girardi shouldn't be exposed as far as her financial documents? Is that something private? Or did they lose the right to their privacy the minute that they were accused of alleged embezzlement and her husband got wrapped up into this forced Chapter 7 bankruptcy? That's a big question that I have for you guys. And of course, I know you guys are going to have a ton of opinions to which I need answers. Also, guys, we've been watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and we know that some of the housewives are about to turn on Erika, and not in a big way. It seems like most of them have maintained, this allegiance to Erika. However, Sutton Strack is on a roll this season. She definitely earned her diamond, not talking about the Crystal Kung Minkoff drama, but she will be questioning Erika Girardi. She's going to point out the fact that there were widows and orphans involved, and they're being accused of embezzling over $2 million from these widows and orphans of the plane crash, the Boeing plane crash that happened in Indonesia. Sutton wants to know. And I think it's fair. This is a platform that you come on. It's a reality television platform. Lisa Rinna was so relentless when it came to Denise Richards last year. She said, hey, you signed up to be on a reality show. You should be more than willing to share this information. And if you're not, get off the show. That's exactly what you signed up for. And that's what you're getting paid the big bucks for. Well, Sutton is sort of like a dog with a bone in this case. And we see where Erika gets mad at her. And she's kind of like a little bit dismissive, telling her, shut the up. Oof. Sutton, I would not play with the Ice Queen. Moving forward, I also want to know what you guys are looking forward to most from the season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Are you guys still as invested as we once were at the beginning of the season when it comes to Erika Girardi and hearing and finding out more and more about her divorce? Do you think we're getting the whole truth? Or do you think that we're kind of getting a show that's being put on for cameras? Are you even interested in this anymore? Or now are we invested in the Crystal Kung Minkoff, what am I jealous of, your ugly leather pants, Sutton Strack drama? There's so much to unpack here. Well, the good thing is that The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they're coming back this Wednesday. So we only have one more day until we get to see a little bit more. And I'm sure this is the episode where Erika Girardi is breaking down. She's talking about how she's getting all of this backlash. She feels like her whole world is crumbling before her very eyes. I'm sure it's going to be very telling. I don't know anyone who can cry on cue like that. Actually, there are a few people who can cry on cue like that, but I don't necessarily know if Erika's an actress. Also, by the way, I've said this before. So many people come after me and they're like, Adam, you sit here and you defend Erika Girardi. I am not defending Erika Girardi. I just don't know what's going on, and that's up for the court to decide. So once the court decides what she owes, what she was a part of, if she knew anything, then yes, I'll definitely share my opinion. But in the meantime, there's no point of getting sued for just putting out ridiculous information that doesn't even exist and being like, yes, take Erika down, because that's not my position. So again, that's for the court to decide. So don't come after me about this. Okay, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, answer all the comments, and set that notification bell to on, because you guys don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Check us out every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching Up and Adam.